Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is Jane, and I'm in charge of the short-term program in Chung University, Seoul. In Chung University, we have the summer program and also the winter program. But I know that unfortunately, our winter program does not fit your schedule, so I will focus on our summer program for 2023. And I'm so happy to be here and finally meet you all. So I'll just get into our program. Okay. I hope you can see my slide. Okay. So I just wanted to say hi. And if you can see the slide, this is our character, the symbol of our university, the blue dragon, Pluang. So before we start, I would like to show you guys a simple video clip about our program. It's actually a video clip of our winter program, which just happened 2 weeks ago. So you can have a brief impression about how our program is like and what you will experience when you come to CAU.
하루하루 바지랑이 긴 이곳이고 포근해진 얼음은 겨우 녹아내릴 것만 같아 둥지에서 딸기나 긴 밤지나 헤매었던 발걸음 있잖아 그때가 기억했잖아 새하얗게 웃던 나를 기억하나요 그때 내가 느낀 모든 걸 너에게 줄 수 있다면 바람아 내게 봄을 데려와줘 시간아 나의 봄에 스며들어 점점 더 소리 없이 흘러이며 놀고 있는 초라한 맘은 내게는 올해 연꽃처럼 전부 멀어져 갈 거야 넌 그저 그 자리에 그리로 새하얗게 웃던 나를 기억하나요 근데 내가 느낀 모든 걸 너에게 줄 수 있다면 바람아 내게 봄을 데려와줘 시간아 나의 봄에 스며들어 점점 더 햇살에 깜빡깜빡 미끄러지듯이 우리 사이를 기지개 피게 두 팔 벌린 꽃들처럼 그대 꿈꿔내 너 아무것도 할 수 없을 것 같은 것만 혼자만 남아 시들지는 않을까 괜찮아 언젠가 다르게 피어날 거야 나는 그런 널 기억할 거야
Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. That was the winter program, so we had the ski trip part. But at the summertime, we usually have the Han River water sports instead of the ski trip. Um, put that in your mind. So that was most about the cultural activity in the video. Uh, so um, so since you have the basic idea about our program by watching the video, let me briefly introduce about our university. So about Chung University, aka CAU, our university is established in 1916, and our university has two campuses. And the main campus, which all the program happens, is campus, and it is located at the center of Seoul capital city. So we like to say that we are at the heart of Seoul, and we are number one university in performing arts, and we are eighth best university in Korea. So if you see the map, you can see that we are at the center of Seoul. You see there is this Han River going right across the Seoul city, and we are at the center part of the river. If you see the right part, bottom part of the presentation, we do have a very easy access to every part of Seoul City, since we are at the center. I believe you all know the Gangnam area because of the famous song. So it's only 10 minutes from Gangnam through transportation, and we also have two subway stations nearby. And we do have a lot of students and faculty members. If you see all the numbers, in case you're interested, not going to go through all of that. Also about the program. So the International Summer Program is basically all about welcoming students from all around the world who wants to experience Korean culture and society while earning major course credits. So yes, we are a credit-bearing program. So students will have the opportunity to do numerous cultural activities while making friendships with fellow CAU students. So we have CAU students as buddy staffs to help out while your stay during the program. And also some of the CAU students come as a participants of the program too. So you'll be able to interact with fellow Korean CAU students while you're staying in Korea. And students will take major A as well as major B courses. So in total, you will obtain transferable credits of 6 credits, Korean credits in total. So about the credits, let's watch the next slide. So we do offer two different courses. We call it Major A and Major B. So for Major A, it is a selective course, and we have various courses open each year. And it is basically about Korean culture or either economy, politics. And last year we had course. And on the list of the courses hasn't been updated yet, but it will be open among April, I believe. And you can select whatever course you like. And we also have Korean language courses for sure. And alphabetic course scores will given by each professor. And then also we have major B course, which is basically it's a mandatory course, and it's not a selective course because it is a 5 special lecture about various Korean let's say Korean culture, and then there's Korean cultural activities. All combined together, it's a one course. So we just call it Major B. So it's a mandatory course, and then it's a pass or fail course. So attendance and assignment is 50-50 for evaluation for this course. So in total, 3 credits and 3 credits. So you will obtain 6 credits after you finish our program. So this is the list of the courses we had for last year. So it will change this year. So this is a sample course. So please put that in mind. So for last year, this is what we had. We had logistics course, and then we had contemporary Korean popular culture course, which was really popular last year. And then we had international relations course, which is kind of an international politics course. And then we also had 2 different Korean language courses. And for major B, this is also a sample course for last year. As I told you, major B is all about special lectures and cultural activities. And for special lectures, we had the honor to invite 5 different very special lecturers. And for and we also the first one was Asiam, who was a CEO of the gaming company. If you're interested in computer games or mobile games, Korea is kind of famous for making some of the coolest games. And he gave some lectures about the Korean gaming industry. And then we also had Susie Kang, who covered the subject of upcycle art and art industry of Korea. And then we had Tsiang Lim from the Korean Employment Agency for Persons of Disabilities. So she gave us some insight about disability employment system in Korea. And then we also had the chance to learn about the culinary culture of Korea by Nosu Kim. And last but not the least, we also had the coolest chance to invite an Instagram cartoonist to give some insight about the Instagram cartoon culture in Korea. So we do try to invite different people who could provide some different insights of the various fields of Korea, from who may not be professional educators, but who are actually currently working professionals of that industry. And for cultural activities, this is also sample schedule, but this is actually what we did last year. And first of all, we had Han River water sports. As you saw on the map, we do have this giant river going across the city, Seoul City, and it's called Han River. And we got to have the chance to have water sports in the Han River. Yes, the Han River is big enough to enjoy water sports, so students were able to have paddle boats and all kinds of water activities. So make sure that you have to have your insurance before you come here. So you have to make sure you can take care of your safety just in case nobody got hurt, but you know what I'm talking about. And then we also had Hanbok Palace tour, which you saw in the video, that you basically get to wear Korean traditional clothing, which is hanbok. And then we have a lot of palaces in Seoul City, traditional Korean palaces. So you get to tour around palace wearing hanbok and take pictures, which sounds kind of weird, but it's actually very common thing in Korea. So nobody's gonna think you're weird. It's very common thing in Korea to wear hanbok and take pictures in the palace. So it's a very exciting experience, and a lot of local Korean people do that as daily like fun activity. Yeah. And also, this is something special that CAU provide is a Tucson Bears baseball game. Tucson Bears is a baseball team in Korea, and it's a very popular baseball team. Um, and the fun fact is that Tucson itself is a very big company, and its foundation is related to our university's foundation. So we can actually provide tickets to their baseball games. So, and this is a very special opportunity for students. And also, traditionally in Korea, baseball game culture is very popular. So we really love to provide the chance to chance for students to share the opportunity to see what it's like to enjoy the baseball culture in Korea. And also, uh, K-pop, we cannot take out K-pop away when you talk about Korean culture. So we also have K-pop dance lessons. Um, so yeah, everybody enjoys that. And then we have had Korean National Museum tour, so we could have some insight about some of the old beauties of Korea. And then we went to Yongin Folk Village. This is basically a village full of actors who would act as if it is the medieval age of Korea, somewhere between 13th century to 15th century in Korea. So it is a very fun place to go. And then there is Everland, which is an amusement park in Korea, and a lot of foreigners really enjoy to visit there. So we like to bring our students there. And last but not the least, we love to provide the chance to our students to make some of traditional Korean stamps of their own for the students, so they could take some of their special souvenirs back home for them. So these are some of the activities we did last year for our summer program, and we might have some changes for this year, but basically you can imagine what it would be like when you come to CAU. And about the program calendar, this is what happened last year. So basically, after the dormitory move in, on the first day, we will have the welcoming party and the orientation. And then from the second day, we will have the class, major A class on the morning. And from the afternoon, we will have the major A lecture, either the major A lecture or the cultural activity. And usually on the weekends, you will get to have your free time. So this is, some people say there's too much activity, and some people say I have nothing to do on the weekends. But so far, we didn't really have a lot of complaints. So if you if you don't know what to do on the weekends, always have we would always assign Korean CAU students as your buddies. So you will always know where to go for informations and advices, and you might find fellow students to go out. So I don't think you'll have any trouble finding information to spend your weekends. And lastly, about the program fees. So since we are friendly partner universities, so the tuition fee for the 4-week program will be 1,500 USD, and dormitory will only be 350 USD, which is on campus. And this is a important information. Some students would ask me, um, does the airplane tickets are included in the fee? And unfortunately, it's not. So you do have to purchase your airplane fee outside the tuition fee. So yeah, yeah, that is true. Okay. And besides that, oh, and before we get into the Q&A, I forgot to say that actually our the program period is for this year is starting from June 20. Actually, I forgot to put it in the presentation. But the program period would start from June 27th to July 21st. You can find it in our website about the details. I will leave the link somewhere to Mr. Sander. So the program period will start from June 27th to July 21st. So please put that in mind, and I will leave the description about the details of our program later on. So before we start the Q&A, I would like to introduce our fellow CAU students, Kira.
Hi, I'm Kira, and I was a winter program staff last year. I think I'm going to participate in summer program as well as staff.
Yeah. So if you have any questions, please raise your hand or
Turn on the mic, and then you
Yeah.
can just let us know.
anyone. Or was my explanation too perfect?
Right, now's the chance. Anyone with a question for Jane about the upcoming program? In fact, we do have right now. We have 4 Korean students, I think, on our campus who are there from exchange. I'm not sure from which university, if they're from your university or another one, but we have 4 Korean students with us.
Ah,
Oh, sorry, microphones aren't on. Let me check.
ah.
And now you can turn on your microphone. Go ahead.
음소거 저기
Mhm.
아니 그 학생이 안 되나 봐.
I think Andrea had a question or not? Yes, Regina, go ahead.
Hi. Well, my question is only what is going to be like the procedure, or how are you gonna select us, the people that we are interested in going?
Uh, well, actually, basically, we usually go through nomination. So the selection is up to Mr. Sanders.
Yeah, what I will do is as soon as nomination opens with you, if as soon as you send me the information about the new courses, then I will share it with the program managers, the jefe de carrera. They will be able to nominate you for this program. The requirements are usually that you have to have 8.0 on a 1 to 10 scale as a average grade, that you have a good command of English, which you have to, you can prove with just short. There's a question for Jane. Do you need a TOEFL or IELTS diploma?
Sorry?
Do you need a TOEFL or IELTS certificate to join?
No. We don't
Okay.
need it.
Okay, so then we just from our students we just need to prove that they have a good command of English, and that's enough to be nominated. But it's through your program manager. and they will send the names to me, and I will send everything to Jane. So that's the process.
Oh, okay. So the SAGE is going to nominate us, like with the English.
You can just we won't check your English level that much, but if you go to the language center, the Centro de Idiomas, they can give you like a certificate which is shows which level of English you have, and that will be sufficient.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
More questions? Well, I think your presentation has been very clear. Well, in case there are no more questions right now, then if you have more questions, of course, every time I say that, there's someone who asking. Well, that's why I mentioned these words. Desiree,
¿Qué fechas son? Es que no alcancé a escuchar.
the dates. Which were the dates of this year's program? Uh, Jane? Yeah.
Which
Okay.
year?
Sorry?
Yeah, June 27th.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Anyone else? Well, if there are any more questions, you can always contact me. I will send you an email afterwards to everyone attending this session and also the ones that couldn't make it today with the recording of this presentation. So at least you can watch it again. You can always send me an email and or a message through Teams, and I can help, of course. If I don't have the answer, I'll contact Jane immediately. So sometimes it will take a day because yeah, our time differences are horrible. You're just starting the day and we're already going to bed almost. No, not that early, but still. Well, thank you very much, Jane. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much for your time, for your presentation, and I wish you a very nice day today.
Well, it was really nice to meet you all, and I'm so glad to meet all of your students. Like, even I couldn't see all of your faces, but yeah.
Great, thank you
Well,
very
have a
much,
great evening. Yeah.
and we'll stay in touch.
Mm.
Y a todos, muchísimas gracias por asistir y cualquier cosa, cualquier duda que tengan, pues no duden en contactarme. Que tengan una excelente noche. Hasta luego. Bye bye.
Bye bye.